Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Draken and today we will be going over the latest news in the gaming industry. The video format structure is like this. I will be presenting and discussing 5 topics that have recently happened in the gaming world. It seems simple enough, right? Well, let's get right to it. These are the following news we'll be going over today. The first topic of the day is about a new free-to-play game that appeared on the Nintendo eShop. It is a new MMO first-person shooter called Warface. The next topic is about the Witcher 3 patch on the Nintendo Switch. They added some new cool features to it. The third topic is about an interesting VR project set in the Witcher world. The fourth topic is still about VR, and apparently a big company is looking to get into this market full force. And as the final topic of the day, it's about Final Fantasy Remake and its install size. So, a new game just popped up on the Nintendo Switch eShop today. The game is published by My Games and it is called Warface. It's a free-to-play online first-person shooter. This game was previously launched on PC, PS4 and Xbox, but has now been ported to the Switch. I haven't really tried it before, but I have seen some people calling it pay-to-win, while others seem to enjoy it. Whatever the truth, it is best for you to try and see for yourself. This game is interesting because it is the first CryEngine powered title on the Nintendo Switch. They say that it runs locked at 30 FPS with 720p in TV mode and 540p in handheld mode. The fixed resolution and fixed frame rate are very important for smooth gameplay, especially for a shooter, and double so for an online one. The company says that the online multiplayer and voice chat is supported without a need to pay the online subscription, which is a neat thing to see. For them to put a CryEngine game on the Switch, that is simply amazing. Of course it's a heavily modified version of it, but nonetheless it's remarkable. This can leave the door open for future CryEngine games to be ported to the Switch. I mean, the foundation is there for others to use and adapt it, so in the future we might get even Crysis 2 and 3 on the Switch. Ah yes, the good old days when the best way to test your PC was running Crysis on it and see it slowly wither in pain because it couldn't handle it. We might soon have a resurrection of the phrase, but can it run Crysis? Oh well, it just goes to show you that the Switch is capable of a lot of incredible stuff. Every time you think that a game can't be ported to it, later it appears by magic on the eShop. Well, it all depends on the developers to make it work on the Switch. I think this game is going to have some success on the Switch. The lack of online shooters on Switch could present a great advantage for them. Also, they have stated that in the future they're going to look into crossplay, so that should be interesting if they ever implement it. Okay, let's talk about the Witcher 3 patch. So a new patch is out now for the Nintendo Switch. Saber Interactive, the company that handles the Switch port for the Witcher 3, rolled out some new and exciting changes to the game. This patch started as a rumor when someone posted on the Nintendo Switch subreddit that the new patch was released on Korea. They posted 2 pictures. The first picture shows a menu where the user has the option to synchronize their save games with the Steam account, and the second picture shows some additional graphical options for you to play with. So on the day of this recording, the patch was officially launched in Europe as well, but with no announcement for the US, so hopefully the US has it soon after the Europe patch. The patch 3.6 adds 10 new graphical options, cross-saving support, and adds some touch controls for the game's menus, including Gwent. Gwent. The world can freeze around you, all manner of beasts can invade towns, people keep asking you for help, but you will always have time for another round of Gwent. Anyway, the cross-saving option is enabled for both Steam and GOG. This does not require a permanent internet connection after you set it up, in case you were wondering. As for the graphical options, these are bloom, sharpen, depth of field for cutscenes, chromatic aberration, water quality, foliage visibility range, and anti-aliasing. If I remember correctly, these options seem to be almost identical to the ones unlocked by modders in the homebrew community back in October last year. Back then a user unlocked them by modifying the settings files on the Switch. So those options were already there, but you couldn't change their values because they were hidden in the menu by people at the Saber Interactive. I think the reasoning behind this decision might have been something with the stability of the game. At that point, they couldn't iron out all the problems back then, now they did. It will be interesting to have a go at it again on the Switch with the new options installed. Even after all these years since its launch, Witcher 3 keeps getting better and better, exactly like a fine wine. Hopefully I don't sink another 200 hours in the game. So for the next topic, we are not leaving the Witcher world just yet. In fact, we are going a bit in the past. What do I mean by that? Well, I present to you the Witcher Virtual Reality project by Patrick Lowe. This project aims to remake the Witcher 1 game maps in Unreal Engine 4. Yes, you heard me right, the first Witcher game developed by CD Projekt Red almost 13 years ago. Talk about a blast from the past, am I right? Well, for now, in the mod, you can only take a leisurely stroll around Kaer Morhen and try to scare some birds. Well, that's about pretty much it. According to the author of the mod, new maps will be added in the future with updates, and maybe in time even a plot will be added to the game, a prologue of sorts or his own content. This looks like a promising project to introduce new and old people to the Witcher world, especially since Witcher 1 is quite an old game. I think it was launched in 2007. This mod does not require you to have the Witcher 1 game installed. It is its own separate thing, you just download it from Nexus Mods and enjoy it. It currently supports Oculus, HTC and WMR headsets. So if you're interested in trying it, go to the link below in the description and give it a try. So for our fourth topic of the day, we are not leaving the VR realm just yet. It seems that ever since Half-Life Alyx was announced and VR headsets are selling like hotcakes, people are taking a closer look at the potential of VR once again. Recently on ResetEra, a job posting was discovered for a narrative designer for an unannounced VR project. The job description is from Indeed.com and it states that they are looking to build a new team to work on an unannounced AAA VR project. It also says that you will work on one of Ubisoft's greatest IPs, which will be developed across multiple studios. Working on one of their greatest IPs could mean any number of them. The most likely candidates are Assassin's Creed or Far Cry, but there's also hope for the return of Splinter Cell as a VR game. A new Half-Life game was a joke for years now until it became reality with Half-Life Alyx. Besides, it's not really their first game in VR, they have played around with the idea with a couple of them, like Star Trek Bridge Crew, Eagle Flight and Werewolves Within, so they have some experience in it. There is potential for some incredible stuff on VR, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite there yet. I hope that Ubisoft and other companies start to push VR technology to greater heights and create some truly amazing games for the platform. As we've seen time and time again, as long as you have the games, people will come to that platform to play it. For our final topic of the day, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake and its install size. So I'm really excited for this game and I can't wait for it to be released. It was already confirmed before that it was going to come on 2 Blu-ray discs, so evidently it's going to be a huge game despite this being the first part of the full remake. But now we might know the exact size of the game. So you might be thinking, oh, it could be like 50 gigabytes on the first disc and a couple of gigabytes on the second, so it could round up to 70 gigabytes install size. I mean, it couldn't get any bigger than Destiny 2 on the PS4, which was like over 80 gigabytes. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, the install size is apparently 100 gigabytes. Yeah, 100 gigabytes. And again, it is only the first part of the full remake. There are like 2 or 3 more parts to this. We have here the post on Twitter from Pixelbuster, which shows an image of the box art for the game, and on the box art you can see some additional information, and it does include the 100 gigabytes install size that you would need to play the game. So if my math is right, 100 gigabytes with subsequent patches for the release, and fixing the bugs, adding the minus, subtract, divide. Okay, we might have between 110 and 120 gigabytes install size. Fun times. Well, despite all that, it seems the closer we get to the launch day, more and more screenshots and videos are appearing on the internet, and you can see the attention to details for the characters and locations. Everything just looks amazing. I'm really excited for it. I've been a fan ever since the PS1 version, and I can't wait for it to be in my hands 2 months from now. Now, excuse me, I have to remove some games from my PS4 to make room for it. Well, that is all for today. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the topics we went over? Are you going to try the new shooter on the Switch? Are you happy with the new additions to The Witcher 3 on the Switch? What do you think about that install size for the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I think most of us expected it to be big, but not that big. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and found some useful information. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel and share the video. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike. And as always, I hope you all have a fantastic day and wish you all the best. Goodbye everyone.